We want to know, would you live in a church?
It may sound odd at first, but these historic buildings offer a very unique style of living. With its Gothic architecture, stained glass windows, you basically won't find this in a typical residence.
Not even in a loft.
No, not even in a loft. Plus, who doesn't love a good church pun? Praying for a new place to live? Why not try a condo loft in a converted church?
You know I love the dad jokes. Okay, before we get started, I'm Stephanie Noss with the Homeplicity Realty Group.
I'm Church Lofts.
And we are passionate about helping our clients build and develop wealth through real estate. If you're interested in tips on buying a home, selling a home, or investing in Toronto real estate, then we hope that you will consider subscribing to our channel. And if you love videos about Toronto lofts for sale, go ahead and smash that like button so that we know to keep making more of them for you.
In today's video, if you haven't already figured out, is about church conversions.
And our top 7 favorites.
They are one of the most popular types of loft living in the city, and we have some beautiful, really unique ones. So we are going to talk about 7 of our favorite. So the first one today is the McPherson Lofts, located at 12 McPherson Avenue. So this is kind of in Midtown Toronto. It's a former Methodist church, which is converted into 5 multi-level luxury lofts in the 90s, very early 90s. Its original heritage features cathedral ceilings, wooden trusses, large Gothic style arched windows. Everyone also has private terraces at the back, which is very rare. I actually showed these quite recently and I was blown away because we'll call them more townhomes, just the way that they're designed. And I was very surprised to see that not all of them are residential. A lot of them are still used for businesses.
Work, live.
Yep, so this is actually a really ideal situation for buyers that are looking for a live-work loft because you can definitely do that there. And this part of McPherson, it's actually very private and quiet. If you're looking for just a unique conversion in Midtown, Summerhill, this is it.
Yeah, and great for artists and stuff too, to get that natural light and like the cool backdrops. Inspiring. Bringing in at number 2 is the Abbey Lofts at 384 Sunnyside Ave. And this is a former 19th century church with exposed limestone, that amazing stained glass windows.
So beautiful.
Stunning. Like, talk about churchy vibes, right? If that's what you're into. It was converted into 24 Toronto lofts with varying layouts and exposures across all the different floors. The majority of the ground floor suites do have private outdoor terraces, which is really nice, and also sunken living rooms, which
my favorite.
Right? I just find it like so unique. You don't
so
really
cozy.
You don't get that even in modern homes anymore, and especially not in apartments. So I think that's a really neat, unique feature for that building. And then it has that modern, cozy atmosphere with the hardwood flooring and the arched doorways, the wood vaulted ceilings, just tons and tons of character. And it's a short walk from Hyde Park, one of Toronto's largest green spaces, and one of my personal favorite places to hang out on the weekends with my little boy.
And I would just also note that this is probably one of the most famous church conversions in the city.
True.
I think it's just one of the notable ones that is always featured in magazines. And it actually has one of the best communities that I've seen. Every single time I'm there are residents gardening, looking after the lawn. I've actually been there on Halloween where they decorated. They were handing out candy to kids in the neighborhood, kids in the building. So you had a lot of lifers in there, just people that have lived in there for years and years and are not moving anytime soon. Number 3 is called Church Lofts at 701 Dovercourt Road, and they get 0 points for creativity for the name, although you do know what you're getting. It's also a Gothic loft that was converted into 28 single lofts. Some of them are single floor, but a majority of them are multi-level. I actually had some friends that lived here, and their unit was stunning. They had part of the stained glass in theirs. They had all the vaulted ceilings. They also had a private terrace at the top. Just so unique. And every time we went there, it was, honestly, I felt like I was like walking into the most special room. You don't get to see that, especially the stained glass. It's definitely an intimate building. There's only 28 units, which I think I may have already said. And it's located in one of the best neighborhoods. So it's right at the corner of Bloor and Dovercourt. So you have some of the best restaurants, amazing transportation in terms of TTC and subway, really cool shops. It's a very like hip, I think it's already kind of been up and coming neighborhood, and it's surrounded by tons and tons of parks. It's definitely one of my favorite. If you need to be sold on it, hopefully I just did.
Sold. I'll take 2. Number 4 on our list of Toronto's coolest loft conversions is the Glebe Lofts on 660 Pape. This is one of the only East End loft that we're going to be talking about today, and it's a former Presbyterian church that was converted into 32 hard lofts in 2005. The units have 14-foot ceilings with these expansive skylights. I have had the pleasure to be in and out of this building over the years, and I always find the suites so bright, which is something that really appeals to me when I'm looking at spaces. There's a lot of unique layouts with street access and southern exposures. They have open, private, outdoor spaces, so it's really, really a pet-friendly building and easy access to get your little fur baby in and out of the loft building if that's something that is interesting to you. And it's located in Greektown.
Yummiest of all neighborhoods.
Amazing, like amazing food, amazing culture, and just lots to do. I actually lived in this area for 3 years when I first moved to Toronto. It's just like an awesome, awesome neighborhood, highly desirable. The north portion of the building still operates as a place of worship, which I think is really neat. And just like overall, super cool building and amazing neighborhood. You can't go wrong with the Glebe Lofts.
Now back to the West End. Number 5 is the Church Lofts, located on Perth Avenue. So this is actually one of the newest church conversions in the city. I remember when they were doing this and we had clients calling us off the hook.
Yep.
This church was converted in 2017 to 39 condo units. They range from all different sizes. You can get the cute little ones, about 500 square feet, to bigger ones over 800 square feet. What's actually really unique about this building is you get the converted church, but you also get modern condo amenities, which almost none of the other ones that we've mentioned have. So you kind of get a little 2-for-1 in there, which is really, really nice.
Bonus.
And it is located in Miss Stephanie's favorite neighborhood.
My own neighborhood. Actually, when I had moved into my house, they were still finishing that project, and I used to walk past it all the time and just think like, oh, I can't wait to get inside this building.
And honestly, when you see it from the street, it looks like a tiny...
It still looks like a church.
Yeah, and it looks so tiny, you wouldn't even know it was there, and then you kind of go around the back and you're like,
oh, wow. Yeah, no, it's a very cool space.
Yeah.
Bringing in at number 6 is the Victoria Lofts at 52 Annette Street. This is a former Victorian era church converted into 34 Toronto lofts, and it combines, like the last one, those modern amenities with that allure of the exposed brick, those gorgeous wood trusses, which I just find add a really nice like level of warmth to the space, brick archways, just really cool architecture that you're not going to see in your run-of-the-mill condo space. The ceilings are also 17 feet, which is massive. Yeah, like 11 feet seems really high, especially if you're used to living in a house like I am.
You know when agents describe ceilings as cathedral style?
Yeah.
This is literally
cathedral
just
style. Opens the space right up. It definitely makes your space feel larger. If you're an art collector, you have tons and tons of canvas to work with. This building also has a lot of fireplaces in the suites, which is really nice, especially, you know, with the high ceilings, get your little cozy vibe on. And most of the units have parking spaces as well, which is not always something that you're going to find in a converted space because they didn't construct it with residential living in mind. It's also located in a quiet residential neighborhood of the Junction, so super easy for transit to get around the city, and just overall like a really cool neighborhood to be living in.
Yeah. I agree. I actually kind of live near the Junction.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last but not least, this is actually my favorite loft. It's called the West 40 Lofts at 40 Westmoreland Avenue.
Leaving the best for last.
Also in Stephanie's beloved Wallace Emerson.
My beloved Wallace Emerson.
So what's very cool about this building, it still looks like a true Gothic church, and it's in Toronto's Bloor West neighborhood. It has 17 one-of-a-kind loft residences with very, very unique details, such as, again, the soaring cathedral ceilings.
Those stone columns too.
Yeah, just like
really
just
different.
some stained glass in there still. Like, it just looks beautiful. Plus, this building actually offers larger suites, so you have a lot of families that live in there, over 1,000 square feet to about 2,000 square feet. You can get some 3 bedrooms plus dens, which is actually huge for the city. So I would say, again, it's just a rare opportunity to live in an insanely beautiful church conversion.
Really unique space.
Yeah, it's just very modern. It's convenient. Yeah.
I think that there is a trend as well of city dwellers especially being interested in moving and having a larger apartment styles like this.
Yeah.
And it's not even a cookie cutter condo, it's just a really unique space. So I think there's a lot of value in that, which makes it really desirable.
Well, that's actually something we didn't really touch on, is value. And lofts in general, but church lofts specifically, always do keep their value because they are so unique to the city.
Yeah, I think there's always a specific buyer demographic that's looking for something really unique and specific like this and is prepared to pay a little bit more to have an original, unique living space, right? So that wraps up our 7 favorites, but there are obviously a lot of other Toronto loft conversions, each with its own unique features and charm. The one thing that they all have in common is they offer a very unique, one-of-a-kind living experience that you're not going to find in your everyday run-of-the-mill condo. So if you're in the market for a new home and you want something a little bit out of the ordinary, why not consider a church loft conversion here in Toronto?
Well, thanks for watching until the end. We hope you found this information on church loft conversions in Toronto interesting and entertaining.
Hopefully. We did our best.
Yep. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And remember, if you're ever in need of a higher power to guide you to your perfect loft, we are here.
Yeah, call us.
We'll have a link in our website if you want to browse some more loft conversions for sale in Toronto. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.